honest. You don't want to make it so thin where guys aren't getting the amount of reps they need, but at the same time you want to keep guys in, you want to keep guys kind of always paying attention and understanding that they're going to have a role, and what that role is gets determined over the next couple of weeks.
I know Isaiah Ford drew some pretty positive reviews after that first day of practice. It's tough, I know, without pads and things, but can you talk about him and some of the freshmen and what you've seen in the first couple of days?
Those guys are working hard. They're competing. They do some things really naturally. They're catching the ball well. They're still learning and making young guy mistakes, which all guys make. And I'm not going to get too caught up in a guy that hasn't practiced with pads on yet. So we'll see what happens over the next couple of days with those guys.
With the top three returning, then my guess is Carlos might be in the consideration for that top six. Who's really pushing for those last two spots right now?
Well, I mean, there's a kind of a bulk at the end of that deal. You got your couple freshmen, and see if those guys can come out and help. And then you have a Dion Newsome, Kevin Asante's back and doing some good things, and Charlie Meyer, and you look at that group, and someone's got to separate themselves from the group. And at the end of the day, that kind of plays itself out again. I don't get too much caught up in what we've done the last couple of days because it's not football. You don't have pads on. It's 7-on-7 essentially is what it is. So we'll really get going here the next couple of days and see who's going to go hit somebody with pads on, see who's going to break a tackle when those situations come up, and that really starts to determine what a guy's worth is to our room and to this football team.
How's Kevin looked?
Kevin's been good. He doesn't look like he's been really rusty. Obviously, he was able to practice with the guys this summer, which really helps. I think he probably got some of that rust out this summer. Obviously still learning the offense. It's a little tweaks from when he was here last spring. So, we just have to continue to keep him getting going. And, I'm hoping he helps his football team this year. I know he is. He's worked really hard. He's in good shape and running fast. And, he's a guy that I'm hoping can come through and we can get the ball in his hands a little bit.
I'm sorry. Josh Stanford looked a little bit bigger last time we saw him. Was that some summer homework you gave him, or was that just a product of being with Mike Gentry?
I think Josh is a hard worker. He's going to get the job done. When you ask him to do certain things, he's going to get that done. And said we wanted Josh between 195 and 200 pounds, and he's right around 200 pounds. And he's looking good. Shoulders are looking big and bulky and strong. I mean, that's what you want. He's a strong guy, and he's a hard worker. He's doing a great job the first couple of days, and he did a great job all spring. And he's definitely a guy right now that we're going to have to count on this fall, and can't wait to see him continue to develop his camp.
You said